How to have the relationship you always wanted? Well, it's actually quite easy, but also at the same time, it can be very complicated. And people most of the time making very complicated. Why? Because look at the statistics. Marriage is falling apart left, right, and center. And only few people who are figuring it out and living really happy life. But what it takes to have happy relationship for a woman will take few things. If you do that, you have very high probability to be happy if you choose the right person. And that's what will help you to choose the right person. First, you have to have your values in the right place, meaning your non-negotiables and areas where you're willing to lean towards him. When it comes to sex, that's not negotiated. You should not have that when you feel like. This should be clear and very easy to understand. He will have you as much as he wants you. And if you can't physically, you tell him that you can't do it because you're physically not well. When it gets a little bit better and you feel you can do it, then you do it. But whether you're periods or you're tired, you go have rest a little bit and you can make love. That shouldn't be a problem. You should never make that a problem. If you do, you will never have happy relationship. So that's number one thing. Set your values, non-negotiables, and areas where you're flexible. Sex, I already told you, it should be a green light all the time. Now, in your mind, you should tell yourself that you have to have a predictable behavior, meaning you have to tell yourself that you're always going to be nice to a person. It doesn't matter how you feel, but you produce the same result. If he asks, you will do if you can. If you can't do it, you will tell that, at this moment I can't do it. So that's very important to understand that. And when you, on the first date, when you talk to a guy, that's what you will be saying. But you also will be saying that I want exactly the same. If I'm kind to you, if I'm serving and caring about you, I want that the same. And if I won't get that, if I get 3 days in a row that what I'm giving to you, but on the fourth day you decide that you don't want to do that, I will warn you once, I will warn you twice. If this will not change, I will not stay in a relationship. It doesn't matter how many years we will live together. We only will be together as long we do for each other what we set out to do from day one. That's the only way a relationship will last between me and you. And I will give my 100% to you. And that's how you tell him what you will do for him, that he would know whether it will not clash with his non-negotiables. If it clashes with his non-negotiables, for example, if he also wants that you always would speak nice, you never raise your voice, doesn't matter how you feel, and that you would talk to him, that you would make effort. Maybe you are a quieter person, but you have to make effort, because two things, sex and conversations, is a key things in relationship. Because when the conversation is good, when you're taking care of your daily needs, sex, helping each other, there's not much left. You will have great time together, you will enjoy life, and you go from strength to strength. But if you do 1 day or 3 days or 4 days in a row kind things for each other, say nice things for each other, and then you decide one day you don't feel like, no, I won't do it, just go and do it yourself, then the other person will start keeping grudges. I've done every time, but now I'm getting an answer no. Remember, every time you say an answer no, go and do it yourself, I want, lay down or whatever, then he will tell you an answer no. And that's going to be a downfall for your relationship. You don't want to sow a seed of no. You want to sow a seed, I am available, and if I am capable, I will do it. Doesn't matter how I feel about it. That's what it matters. You want successful relationship, you want happy relationship, you want happy marriage, you want happy life. It will require everything from you, every bit of effort, care, love, compassion, goodness, sympathy, compromise, just, everything. You don't get quality things in life for free, or only when you like up and down. Like, that's what people do. They feel great for a week or 2 or 3 weeks, and then they fall apart. Why? Because they refuse to do something for each other, and then get a grudge. He or she like do something in a different area, say no, and that's all. The whole downfall starts. And once you allow a little grudge enter your relationship and don't resolve it, don't understand why this happened, and don't close the door for that grudge anymore to come back, it's gonna increase over time. That's why relationship doesn't last. Even after 25 years, people splitting up. So if you want happy relationship, that's what you must do. If you mount yourself with the idea that you serve, you will do whatever it takes, will not give an answer no, but you also expect the same what you give, and that is fair play. Nobody riding on anybody, and you respect man as the head of the household. If you want 50-50, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to come to conclusion of some kind of important when it comes to making important decisions. But if you choose a man from day one, realizing how he thinks, and is he wise on life issues, can you see the wisdom, like the way he thinks? Give from your previous relationship situations. If you have kids, give him situations about children, how he would how he would deal with that and what he would do. And if he can't explain, he won't be able to deal with it. That's not a rocket science. We will sort it out when time comes. No, you will not sort it out because he hasn't got a clue what to do. And that's all it is. He also must be willing to do kindness unto you. He must be kind. He must be willing, to help you in a daily activities at home after work. And if he's sitting and watching tele and you're doing everything, and on top of it he wants sex, it's gonna be hard. These relationships will be hard. Both of you have to work at the same time. If you're cooking, he's doing something, or sitting in the kitchen with you, that way will work great. And your relationship will go deeper and deeper. You will be more and more in love with each other. And you will enjoy life. Trust me.